Oh, what's up, Klepsic? Sapu. Alright, boys. We are going to, as a matter of fact, we're gonna do something. I can promise you that. Alright, so what are we gonna start with? First of all, because this ability, well, actually, maybe I'm just going to like buy myself a level 21. What's up, Arxerk? Welcome back, boys. Maybe I'm just going to buy Bell myself, like level 21. I wonder how expensive would that be? Tempest Bell, level 21 gem level. Let's go. Level 21 with 5 sockets is 9 divine orbs. I could purchase that, man. I'm not gonna lie. A 9 divine orbs nowadays is, let's be honest, that's some freaking pennies. So that sounds pretty alright. Like yesterday, in 2 hours, like we were literally just like, you know, farming a little bit, like doing some random breach tablets. Yesterday we got like 40 divines or something from the fragments, so from the catalysts themselves. What's up, Mr. Mokusai? Sup. Alright, and here we're gonna have melee physical damage. I don't know about melee physical damage, to be completely honest with you. Well, I need to read what this ability does exactly, man. Build combo, successfully striking any other skills. Use this skill to cause the bell of your staff to grow massive size as you drop on the ground. The bell damages damaging shockwave. Elemental ailments applied to the bell cause its shockwaves to deal extra damage of the corresponding type. And hits which would have caused knockback increase the area of effect of the shockwaves. Is that so? How much extra damage do you get? No. More area of effect per 0.1 meters of knockback of trigger, okay. 30% of physical damage as extra damage of each type matching elemental ailment of the bell. Okay, 30% of physical is extra damage. But the damage itself on this ability is already mostly elemental. So that doesn't freaking matter, really. So I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a bad idea to just use elemental focus in here. What's up, Cubesy? We're doing fantastic today. That's right. sorry, I forgot about that. A melee physical damage doesn't make much sense. I'm gonna tell you that much. Especially that from this I'm also gaining chaos. Chaos damage. I mean, I could do pure cold, I guess, on the bell. I guess I could do pure cold. I wonder what are the recommendations. What are the recommendations that they're showing here? Nothing particularly amazing. Ambrosia. Nothing particularly amazing here. I mean, there's gotta be something that's gonna be good. You know what I mean? I mean, I am considering elemental focus a little bit. At the same time, I mean, 30% of damage as extra physical. Nah, elemental focus just doesn't make sense, man. Ooh. Assessor Cold 2 is good, although I gotta be completely honest. Okay, let's just leave it. Let's leave it here. Is that a slam ability, by the way? It's not. Melee, sustain, duration, conditional AoE. I mean, at the very least, I could try to do concentrated area, maybe. But the area is gonna suck all of a sudden. I can give it a try for extra damage boost. So I use it against bosses only. So maybe that's a plan. And I don't know, I call the tournament probably doesn't make much sense. I call the tournament is... yeah, it's just... it's probably not it. Probably not it, not gonna lie. More melee physical damage. That doesn't make any sense, by the way. Supported physical skills? Oh, I can't even use that. Supports physical skills, right? It's not a physical skill. Is there like a lineage support that's actually really useful for bells? By the way, Raged Forge would be nice, but I don't have permanent regeneration, so Rage Forge would be really nice actually. But I can't have it. Kinda sucks. Leech is a joke. Nah. Supported skills cannot ignite. 30% damage as extra fire. Nope. This is a no. Holy smokes, this 10-second cooldown. I don't freaking know, buddy boo. I don't know, man. I mean, call a tournament is... Atalui's bloodletting. How much? Atalui's, maybe? Yeah, Atalui's gives like almost 20% more damage than this. Yeah, Atalui's actually is alright. I think we're gonna go Atalui's, boys. Atalui's doesn't sound bad at all. We're gonna get Atalui's. That sounds like a plan. Mana cost converted to life cost doesn't matter, and damn it, Atalui's is actually good on freaking anything. Even on this, for example. Holy smokes, on this I'm getting 25% more freaking damage, bro. Bye time. Let's go. And oh my lord, Atalui's is amazing here. Alright. That's what I'm freaking talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Alright, so now I just need rage generation. I need random jewels, literally, that will give me rage on hit. Alright, I can deal with this. But before we're gonna do that, let me check. Rage. Okay, gain 1 rage on melee hit. Now, important question, guys. Is that a prefix or is that a suffix? I am confident this is a suffix, which freaking sucks. Sucks donkey down. It kinda sucks, not gonna lie. It blows. Hold up a second. Oh, okay, never mind. This would be nice too. It would be nice to buy a better one than this. This says completely useless suffixes. And I mean like completely useless. Okay, so how much regeneration am I getting? I'm standing still, I have 720 regen. And then I'm getting additional 40 regen every time I use Whirling Assault. That's pretty powerful. It's nothing like crazy, but it's decent. Alright, so how much for that? Please don't make me... Okay. Okay. 20% armor. Today we're going to do like a slight reshuffle of the passive tree, boys. Today we're gonna do a slight reshuffle. Blind effect, something. Attack speed, quarterstaff, Tychroton flasks, +1 suffix, something. 1% strength. Guys, because this thing has 3 suffixes, doesn't that mean that I could spam chaos forever? I will be able to spam chaos forever on this thing, right? And suffixes will never change. If I understand correctly. Right? Suffixes are set in stone. pretty sure that's how it works. Cold Pen, critical damage bonus. Alright, how bad is this? Rage on hit. Oh! Oh, man! Holy smokes, bro! Where are you getting these prices from? Oof! What do you freaking mean 30 divines for that? I just need some rage generation, man, that's all. That's literally it. How many free jewel slots do I have? 1, 2. 2 jewel slots. This one is okay, this one's not gonna change. This one is, yeah, this one's not gonna change. That's life. Why is everything has to be so freaking expensive? And also, this Megalomaniac has gotta freaking go, by the way. Holy smokes, this Megalomaniac is ass. I would actually, I think, anoint Titanic. Well, here's the thing. Like, I could... Hold up. We're gonna use POB for that, actually. I'm gonna use POB for that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use POB for that. Okay, and we're gonna use good old... Hold on, let's put over here, I kinda know, Whirling Assault. Right? Whirling Assault, some damage, and let's get Show Note Power. Let's use good old POB to tell us what to pick. There you go. Extra damage is physical, increased effect of fully broken armor. I mean, I could have some really good benefits by fully breaking enemies' armor, not gonna lie. But I don't think that this is something that we're gonna be doing right now, necessarily. Not right now. Reduce the effect of Withered, Chaos, something. Gain 11% as extra Chaos damage. That's pretty powerful. 8% of physical as extra Chaos. Now that's so much better. Envy, Isolation, Guilt. Inverted, 10% of damage is extra physical damage. 8% of all shapeshifted. Wait, why does it even show? I'm not freaking shapeshifted. why does it I'm not a wolf. I mean, not gonna lie, barbaric strength is kinda alright. It's not a bad note to have. Like, actually. This is a joke. Why does it even show like this is... What? It's not good, man. Melee hit chance. Area of effect for attacks. 10 strength. I tell you what, one of the best anointment here seems like it will be Pure Chaos. Pure Chaos is one of the most powerful ones. That being said, I will have to have Titanic on this build, no matter what. So how about let's just go ahead and try to find something. Titanic, Megalomaniac. This is gotta be an anointment, like regardless of, you know. And the only thing that we need to do is to find an additional notable that's going to be useful. Like this one, for example, 6% attack speed. Although, let's try to find something even better than that, shall we? Try to find something even better, boys. I'm sure we can. Maximum fire infusions. Fire infusions, my ass. Cover 3% maximum mana when collecting a remnant. Armor while bleeding. Increase movement speed while sprinting. Bonuses from quivers. blind effect, blind enemies when they stun you. That's freaking horrible. Arcane Surge, poisons, maximum energy shield as additional freeze threshold. Gain 8% of evasion rating as extra armor. You know what? I'll be willing to spend, I don't know, maybe 20 divines if we're gonna find a good Megalo. Maybe a little bit more. If a really good Megalo, then maybe like 30, 40 divines. I will be willing to spend. They have to be really, really good. Maximum rage while shapeshifted. Exposure effect. So many shapeshifting things. Sorry, bro, is the goal to build? I haven't been here past couple of streams. We're doing a strength stacking Pillar of the Cage God build. So basically, how the build functions is that we're gaining massive amount of strength, and strength is giving us life also. So strength gives us massive amount of percent damage on the build. The goal is to have like later about 2000 strength, something like that, with jewels and with everything. Super late game, so we're gonna have 2400% increased damage from that, and then at the same time, from all that strength, we're going to be gaining massive amount of life. So this is great for defense, but it's also great for offense, because from all of that life, regaining attacks have added physical damage equal to 5% of maximum life. So very, very late game, with like 10k life, we're going to be gaining 500 flat fizz from this. So with such a gigantic bonus, percent damage bonus from Pillar, this is going to be substantial amount of freaking damage, right? And the massive amount of life at the same time is a lot of defense. So, yeah. And this works exceptionally well with Rituals because she gets this, right? So at half-life, we're going to be recovering life like crazy. So all in all, you know, there's like good synergies. We're just trying to like get as much strength as possible, and strength gives us everything. Damage, percent damage, tankiness, everything, right? Long story short. Alright, let's keep on going. Demolitionist. Bone of the Beast. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? This might make things a little bit easier when it comes to fighting. A very nice combination for us. How about this? Modifiers. 3. 3 only, or more. I mean, 3 is the max. Okay, so these ones we saw. Defend with armor against... Nope. Dexterity, increased attack speed per enemy in close range. You know what? If this wasn't dog shit, I would probably go for it. Exposure effect, War Cries. Blind duration, damage against blinded enemies. Nope. Nope. Life regeneration and battle regeneration. Nope. Thorns damage leaves us alive. Heck yeah. I mean, that's doomed. After that, it's just not worth it. Like, legitimately. That's a sick idea. I love how it turned out. It's already working pretty well. I made some improvements off stream, and it's already, like, actually, we assembled the build yesterday. It's already looking pretty decent. Is it that the strongest version of your characters? It looks so. I don't know if it's going to be stronger than the bear, because bear does millions of DPS, and it's extremely tanky. But this one is definitely going to be strong, capable of easily disposing of all the content in the game. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so how was this called? Pure Chaos. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay, good start. Because I can allocate Titanic on the amulet if I want, so that doesn't really freaking matter. Which notable I'm going to pick first. Attack speed with one-headed... Oh, damn it, dude. So close. Yet so far. Damn it, man! If this was... I would take that, bro. If this wasn't completely useless, I'll be buying this in a heartbeat. Damn it! Every 5 rage grants increased minion attack speed. I mean, what am I gonna do with that? Wait, hold on a second. No, this is this, right? Yeah, that's not gonna do anything for us. Game-breaking bug, I can teleport back to island with 1 life on map. Also, there are mobs that can one-shot everything, even my companions, and they're invisible, non-targetable. Oh, I think I saw... I clicked on King's Condor stream for a little bit today, and he died to an invisible monster. I think while doing expedition or something. So maybe, maybe there's something, you know, maybe something's going on, man, with this. What the heck? +4 strength. Skill speed while shapeshifted and powered attacks. Oh, dude! I would take that too if this last one was good. Increase cast speed if you deal critical savers. This is not bad, but break 50% of armor on pinning an enemy and 15 strength. I mean, again, this is useless. I have no way to pin monsters. Wait, what is pinning exactly? Pin. There's gotta be something. Certain skills effects allow to build up pinned. This ability passes enemy pinned threshold, they're pinned, preventing them moving, being evading for 3 seconds. Light stun when they become pinned. They count as immobilized. Okay, but I'm not gonna have that. I'm gonna have no way of pinning enemies. Yes, expedition, I could also open boxes they didn't attach to explosives to. So it seems like they did something like game breaking. I mean, like they introduced like a bug, I guess. 20 divines. Physical damage taken recouped as life. Oh, armor per 1 and 8. You know, some of them were actually not bad. But like, if we're going to buy like Megalo, then I would rather purchase something that isn't like not bad, but that's actually good. You know what I mean? Allies in their presence, regeneration. Increase area of accessory boosted attacks. That is good, but once freaking again, this is not good. I don't have any stun build up on this build, so Hail Heart, increased life recovery rate. Alright, let's try something else. Ooh, that's kind of nice too. Alright, let's try something else. Maybe. What are other options? It's like freeze, I think it's only for a mercenary tactician. Green abyss looking gem. Green abyss looking gem, this one? Oh, it's just tech rod. If you allocate a keystone in radius, you get this, right? Regenerate life per second per 60 lifespan in the past 4 seconds. This is good for 2 reasons. Number 1, my life cost in Whirling Assault is quite big, so I'm getting additional life regeneration. A decent amount, as a matter of fact. A decent amount of life regen. And number 2, this allows me to generate Ancestral Cry. Because I have, on Ancestral Cry, I have Xerfes. And every time I spend life, this gets generated. And boom, when I use it, every attack is ancestrally boosted all of a sudden. And I gain, you know, bonuses. It's actually really, really strong combo. You're strength stacking your pathing to the side of the warrior tree? Yes. and doing something like that. Now, that being said, this tree currently is unoptimized and will see changes. Big changes, probably. But for now, this is how it is. This is how it looks. Alright, so pure chaos is not gonna happen. Let's try to get another node that's gonna be powerful. Dangerous Blossom, for example. That's also fine. Okay, Dangerous Blossom. Like Dangerous Blossom. Starts with 10 divines. Immediately 10 divine. Ooh. It's hard to freaking find good megalomaniacs, man. I'm telling you, man. Heavy weaponry, 15 strength, 10 attack damage if you cast a spell recently, attack cast speed. Shoot. A little bit of recoup. So it would be good for your Brutus build as well? Not that great, not necessarily. It'll be okay, but nothing too special. Accuracy rating equal to your strength. I would actually buy that if that wasn't useless. I would, bro. I would gain like 2,000 accuracy from this, and then we could get this node for like 25%, 24% attack speed, and that would be nice, actually. That would be actually nice. Damn it. Alright, so this isn't gonna happen. Next. Be honest, man, we're kind of running out of options. I think I'm gonna settle for this. It's pure chaos. There was one decent one with pure chaos, and it wasn't expensive either. For now it will do, I think. Which one was that? What about this? Is this possible even? No. It's not. What's your current strength at? About 1,000. About to use split personality Jura for warrior to save so many 3 points. Saving from what? Like, I'm pathing, I'm as small nodes, I'm getting strength anyway. So what am I gonna save? But I'm getting to this jewel anyway, and here I have a very nice node actually. So saving what? What am I gonna save? I'm probably gonna drop this later too, by the way. That's not gonna save anything. That's gonna make me lose the jewel slot, and jewel slots are powerful. A good thing about stat stackers is that most of them actually don't care about their starting location. They don't really care that much because they just stack stats. So there you go. All right, I think this one is the one I was talking about. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for this one. That's actually like not bad. Plus 15 strength extra as a bonus, and it's pretty cheap. I mean, 10 divines nowadays is dirt cheap. Let's be honest. All right, let's take a look. So this one is gonna go. This one goes in. And the whirling assault is going to increase to... That's 10% more damage. That's more than I thought. Damn. Not bad. And we need to allocate Titanic here. By the way, I crafted this amulet yesterday. It's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad for now. this is gonna sell, I guess. Alright, Titanic costs what? Despair, Paranoia, Guilt. That's gotta be one of the cheapest things I've ever seen in my life. Despair, Paranoia, Guilt. Okay, here we go. Ikazel. Says don't know much about this build, was trying to suggest something that came to my mind. It's all good, man. Appreciate the suggestions as always. You know, like I might skip something very good, very useful from time to time. For sure. Alright, that's additional. Alright, I mean we got decent amount of power out of all of this, not gonna lie. Decent amount of power. Not bad. Then we need to put something in those jewel slots. I gotta be honest, I need rage on hit. This way, I can drop this thing, and I'm just gonna have good rage generation. So, this is what we gotta do. Okay, how about this? This with strength corruption. Literally just this with strength. That cannot be too bad to get, right? Yeah, there we go. I wonder if there is something that may be double corrupted. Let's see. Well, there is one, but for 75 divines. Yo, guys. You know this item that allows you to... How expensive is this item that allows you to empower the corruption, but removes one of the modifiers? What is this item called? What is this item called? Huh? Kill threshold or corrupted? No. This one? Architect's Orb? Shoot. I mean, it's not like that expensive, I guess. It's 4 divs. But I don't know what item that is. I would legitimately need to check here. Path of Exile 2. I need the main... okay, I need this. Videos. Okay, this thing.
Hi, I'm...
They showed it over here, I think. Okay, this one. Creates a corruption element on the rare item and removes a random modifier. Creates a rare on the rare jewel. Yugel's Orb of Sacrifice. That's what it is. Yugel. Wait, why is it not here? Huh? Why is it not here, damn it? Auction house only? Okay then. Yugel. Orb of Sacrifice. Okay, that doesn't cost anything. Alright, boys. Apparently we can get actually some decent jewels for dirt freaking cheap. Woo! Buy kind. Why is this freaking expensive then? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Bro, I can get that for dirt freaking cheap. Look at me, there's 300 of them. Well, I guess it's time to get freaking greedy. Because you know me, baby. Oh, okay. I get it. Some of them are... okay. A power attacks deal 200 damage. Well, the problem is that the secondary mods on these jewels are extremely whatever for me. I guess armor is okay for now. Yeah, let's just do this one, for example. Right. Okay, and then all I care about is for rage on melee hit to stay. There we go, plus 15 strength, boys. Let's go. These are some good jewels all of a sudden. Plus 15 strength per jewel slot? I mean, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Armor. I'll take it, buddy boo. Buddy boo. 15 exalts, another one. Boom. And another one, boys. Boom. Not sure why these items are not in the trade market, but you know, whatever. Whatever, I guess. Okay, boom. And boom. There we go. 16 strength. Man, this would be so freaking crazy, by the way, if... Hold on. Upgrades the corruption enhancement on the rare jewel and removes the random motive. Bro, this would be so crazy with Adorned. Already destroying all content. I'm like 1/10 of the potential. What's up, Misha? I'm going to say that it's not the build, it's the graphic card. That's what it is. That's what it is. Your PC is so powerful that you're forced to win. You cannot lose. Can't lose with such machine. You play the shittiest build of all time, but nah, I'm sure your build is great. Yo, honestly, there is one stat that would be really nice on these, and it's life regeneration. Holy smokes, 5% more damage per jewel like this. How insane would that be with Adorned, though? Might not apply to red text corruptions? No, it is going to apply. It is going to apply. Copium. How crazy would this be with Adorned? Spoilers, it will be batshit insane. Because with Adorned, that would be like 40 strength per jewel. Holy smokes, brothers and sisters. Jeez. Is all I'm going to say, fellas. Damn. Like, actually, I just freaking realized you can do this easily. No, I need to check now. Now I freaking gotta check, boys. I'm sorry. Now I gotta check. Okay, let's remove this. Let's add condition. Blue. I mean magic. I freaking almost typed blue in there. Okay, there we go. 25 exalt. Okay. Doesn't even need to be rage on melee hit. It could be anything. Anything you freaking want. That's the beautiful part. It can be any freaking stat you want in here. And you're golden. ACS. ACS. Can you get that on magic? We're about to find out. If we can, then we found something broken, I think. At least for stat stackers. Alright, give me one of those. Oops. Give me one of those. One exalt. That's pretty expensive. That's a hefty price, but, you know, we'll take those. What are you not gonna do for, you know, for science? You only get one stat, though. It doesn't freaking matter. That's 40 strength per jewel. That's more than a T1 stat on. That's freaking insane. But you can't. It says, okay, it says rare here for... I'm freaking blind. I didn't read that. Well, we were so close. I mean, on paper, you still have Adorned for rares, but, I mean, that's freaking expensive as hell. That was that left ring. Doesn't even look like a ring. That's true. I crafted that yesterday, but, I don't know, I spent like a 50 divines crafting this, and, honestly, for 50 divs, it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. But, you know, it's like nothing crazy, but if you wanted to sell something like that, I think that'll be pretty decent, actually. It'll be pretty decent, I think. I only selected life and strength modifiers. Let's just drop this, right? It's like I dropped Chaos Resistance, that's already 55 divs. And we still have tier 2 Cold and Chaos Res here, T1 Res. So, that would be pretty decent. Actually, I think I made money crafting this ring, not gonna lie. I think I did. Not a bad ring. T1 Regen, I mean, that's obviously freaking useless, but... I mean, I take it back. T1 Regen is not that bad, especially that this is the lowest possible roll. I could divine that to make it a little bit better, but it's fine. Alright, that's a shame, but it's fine. Super late game with like Adorned for rare jewels, you could still make it pretty powerful. Alright, we didn't do everything we wanted yet, but let us see the damage now. Because my Whirling Assault like went up by like another 50% or something. So let's take a look. We have a tier 15 map here. Tell me where it hurts. Alright, where are we going? Okay, I have some cleansed zones over there. We need tablets. Let's just random 3 tablet-eronies. Okay. 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 None of these are expensive. Say whatever you want by just literally running random tablets, breach tablets. I've been making like 20 divines an hour. I'm dead serious from these womb gifts, you know? Literally just freaking slap a tier 15 and 3 random tablets and 20 divines an hour. It's freaking crazy, man. I really need to get like a palm skill. Oh, 40% less recovery, my favorite. I mean, the area could be a little bit higher, but other than that, we get some area, I'm not gonna lie. The tankiness is there. At heavy stunned and, you know, HP didn't move basically. My HP is moving because it's a less recovery map. So, we would need to get some more life regeneration basically to counteract this less recovery bastard. What is the program for prices and is it safe? It's called Exiled Exchange 2. It's basically the equivalent of Awakened PoE trade from PoE 1, and it's 100% safe. I've been using it for years upon years. I've never heard anyone, you know, getting into any problems. That would be nice also, getting on one of these jewels. Getting life recovery on kill. That would be great. Counter to those less recovery maps. Don't even need to drop a bell to like kill those breach rares very quickly anymore. So I mean that's a good sign. And this is a map with more monster life too. Or you just lose 20% health and suddenly cancel out the less recovery. Not quite cancel because it's less, so it's a multiplier. But yeah, the lower I go, the more regeneration I have, so... Partially, you're right. It's still a very frustrating mod to deal with. And it happen you happen to like see it almost all the freaking time for some reason. Obviously you don't have to run maps with this, but...
Yeah, buddy! Lightweight?
Lightweight?
Yep. Yep. Ah!
We're gonna get some more regeneration. Just gotta find a way to get percent regeneration on this build, like a decent amount. You know what I mean? I could put on the body armor. I could get easily a very substantial amount, 1.5% per second, and that would be absolutely fantastic. So I'm thinking about it. Not gonna lie. Actually, I don't even have to use abilities. I can just walk. They explode. Okay, the war's damage already. Power rack, like wait, Exile exchange 2. This thing. Off topic, I remember last season or the season prior you wanted to upgrade your PC. Were you able to do it? Yes. This is the better PC now. I have 5070 and I have 5070 and 7800 X3D for CPU. Alright, now we need to figure out what to do with Tempest Bell, because there's still one support here we can put. Not gonna lie, Ataluis would be the best on every single one of my skills, but we obviously can't do that, so that kind of sucks. I mean, what if we use some of the lineage supports? What about... how expensive would Tool Stillness be? Cold damage has extra chaos damage. Tool Stillness. I tried, guys, I tried. 68 divines. I mean, I could, like, give it a try. You know? Cold has extra chaos. And more freeze buildup. I mean, that does make sense. And the loot filters that you have, did you make them or copy paste from the internet? Literally just copy paste. Never sync. I just use never sync, right? Just use never sync. I don't know about Tool Stillness, man. I mean, it would probably be decent in Herald of Ice, but I'll tell you what, I don't need freaking more damage on Herald of Ice. I really don't. The damage on the Herald of Ice is already good. It's good enough. Tempest Bell. I'm just going to put this freaking heavy swing in here for the lack of better options. Okay, an Ice Strike is gone, by the way. Also, I was thinking about this. This could be useful on something. We want to think about it later. Alright, so now Ice Strike is gone. I'm not going to be using it, like, at all. And now we are getting here. Staggering Palm. Strike Palm means we have instantly heavily stunning enemies which are primed for stun. Okay, performing additional dashing strikes to other prime targets in range of first stun. Which is like the best palm skill, boys. Dash to an enemy and strike with an attack that manifests a wave of cold, coating nearby enemies in shards of ice. Physical convert to cold is a good sign. Dealing enough damage to these enemies will shatter the shards, causing an icy explosion that deals attack damage. That sounds decent. Shattering Palm sounds decent. This sounds like it'll be good for gaining, enabling Batailleurs very easily. That sounds pretty good. Of course, we have Hand of Chayula, which is good also. Bolting impact, Stormblade, Cyclone Strike. Alright, you know what? Let's try Shattering Palm. Sounds promising. Sounds promising to me. As an extra dash also, sounds good. Weight of cold coating, dealing enough damage to these enemies will shatter the shards. Okay, so basically what we care about here is we need to be doing as much cold as possible, if I understand correctly. And we're gonna put in Batailleurs for clear skin as a bonus to deal more. Even more, right? This is a strike? Yes, it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is Cold Attunement for sure. Cold Attunement. Elemental Armament, obviously. The Close Combat is good here for sure. Also. This is going to be more damage. And the last one is, not gonna lie, going to be Embiter, I think. The last one is going to be Embiter, boys. To convert all the bonus damage to cold. There we go. And it's doing about 3,000 average cold damage. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I'll be honest, but we'll see. We'll see, friends. It's been fun for jumping back to back since 0.1. Let's find out. This could be pretty decent. The problem is going to be monsters with a lot of resistances, though. Oh, this wave has big AoE, actually. I mean, this skill is kind of cool. How come every freaking skill from monks is cool? Can anyone freaking explain that to me? Oh, we have 10k life, damn. Not gonna lie, for like... But it seems like no matter what I'm gonna do, I cannot freaking get Batailleurs to proc. So I guess I don't have enough like freeze buildup or something. That being said, I'm going to experiment with something else in a second. But this AoE is freaking big, bro. Big area. Absolutely big. I'm assuming that some of the explosions are done by Herald of Ice, though. Probably. But unfortunately, it's not doing its purpose, this skill. I was hoping that's gonna proc Batailleurs, and it doesn't. But I can still use it to jump to people. You can still use it to move faster, I guess. And we can give it a try with more freeze buildup. As maybe this map has ailment threshold? No, it doesn't. I don't see it. Is the build nice, bro? It's nice. It's I guess you could say it's ice. So we're doing a lot of cold damage. It's ice indeed. It does feel good though so far, and we put it together yesterday, so you can only assume how many upgrades there will be. In PoB I had 9,000 life and over 2,000 strength. So yeah, you know. You know what I mean. It's already kind of feeling good, not gonna lie. The single target damage is, I mean, this boss had 3 million HP, but it's not like crazy yet, right? But it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Okay. Well, thank you. Damn! 26 divs just like that. I'll take it, man. Played Expedition with it. Not like the Grand Expeditions, but it will be able to do it later on. I was thinking about like redesigning, reshaping the defenses on this build and not go for armor at all and go for pure evasion. I think that it would be very, very easy with Mage Blood to get about 20,000 evasion, maybe some deflect at the same time. I think that will be much better with such a big life pool. This would actually make it feel like really, really freaking tanky. And with this amount of regeneration too, it would actually make it feel really tanky. On top of that, Recoup would give additional defensive layer. So we'll be close to freaking unkillable, not gonna lie, I think. Use Tool Stillness and Shattering Palm. You think that's gonna be enough? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, we did just make like 5 divs. So, I guess I can fund it. I can fund it and test it out. And this is relatively expensive though. But that's okay. Okay, instead of what? I'm going to assume instead of this probably. I mean, that barely does more damage though. Barely does more damage. It doesn't make sense here because I'm already using Embitter, so I'm not getting any chaos damage here whatsoever. So that doesn't make sense actually. I could use Tool Stillness though on, I don't know, here would be like 10% more damage. That's freaking ass. That's ass, not gonna lie. Here I have no freaking options. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't see Tool Stillness being like particularly freaking amazing. I don't see it being particularly amazing. Doesn't make too much sense here. I think I'd rather using freeze support, but we need to do some changes to the passive tree. So right now I don't need. I need some passive points, boys. I'm gonna lose a little bit of that strength in order to get these bad boys. Okay, I need more passives. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get for now? Losing this is not something I would appreciate. Let's get some armor. Okay, we need a couple more passive points. Exactly how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 passive points. I'm gonna drop this for now. For now. Okay, this is 70% freeze build-up, some defenses, attack speed, 25 dexterity. 25 dexterity means I can drop some of these notes back to strength. It's also amazing. Also good. There we go. 1.1. The tooltip went up again. let's test it out now. Can you help me improve my Grizzly one day? I can even do it now. I'm so talented, man. Gonna take a look and boom, your build just freaking skyrockets to the freaking stars. The best build of all time, all of a sudden. What about Spirit Walker with Primal Bounty, stat stacking? Primal Bounty? I need to check what that is. Okay, but what synergy there is for stat stacking to use this? Unless you just mean like a random, there is like no synergy, just use it, just because it's fun. And the answer is I have no freaking idea. I never used this thing before. You could, I guess, but I just don't see any synergies, right? How this would amplify the stat stacking archetype. But yeah. Okay, check. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second, buddy. Gemling Legionnaire. Okay, so your chest is very good. It's better than mine. This is good. Your weapon is... decent enough. I'll be honest, the flat fizz is kind of low, but it's a decent enough weapon. I mean, you have good gear, right? You have good gear. You followed the build very closely. I don't remember what are the best stats here, to be honest, on an amulet. I actually don't remember. But yeah, I mean, what is there to improve? Just like, you know, 5-star jewels, stuff like that. It's looking good, right? More levels. But it's looking good, I would say. Falling Thunder. If you want to. I'm using Hurl of Ice, right? But if you want to test something like that, the stat stacking archetype is on paper going to work on everybody. Everything you want to do, you can, because, yeah, it's like, it's stat stacking, right? The reason why I picked Ritualist is because you get more stats on her. She amplifies the stat stacking archetype quite well because she gets, like, you know, additional ring and extra power, and on top of that she gets like a crazy recovery node, so with this amount of life it's also good. So yeah, but you could easily play that on, I don't know, for example, monks. You could easily play that on even freaking Titan if you wanted to. The Titan gets plus 15% maximum life. The thing with Ritualist is that if you want to play a Ritualist with this archetype, you ought to have very strong rings, and we currently don't have very strong rings. As a matter of fact, this I need to drop completely because every ring slot is such a massive power boost, and I'm freaking wearing this, right? So, and I don't have many things yet, obviously. It's gonna get much more powerful later. But it's already working, so I can already like farm with it and get the experience very comfortably without dying. It is tanky. I will trigger Herald of Ice by doing enough cold damage. And I have Pulsar Crown for now. In the future, the plan is to do enough cold damage so that I don't have to even use Pulsar Crown and they are still gonna explode. That's the plan. I'm kind of curious. Let me freaking take this out. I mean, we're already kind of exploding them sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes we are already. If I were using my buffs more often, like with more strength, we're going to be proccing Herald of Ice without even, yeah, without even worrying. It seems like. And the ring slots are huge for this build, as you could probably assume. You can probably figure out by yourself. Rings are freaking huge. So wearing something like Pulsar Cone for now is definitely like a big loss in power. Even like having good amount of flat damage on a ring would be freaking massive damage boost, right? To begin with. This game as Fizz important for us. It's probably the best thing you can have. I would recommend that, yes. That's my recommendation. If you consider using Vestige of Darkness for helmet, it's great for freezing. Vestige of Darkness, I don't know if, I mean, for freezing alone, it's nice, but I think my go-to helmet is going to be Corrupted Black Sun's Crest with 18% strength. I don't know if anything can really beat this. I'm not sure if Black Sun's Crest can be beaten. 80% strength is a lot. Like, a lot. A fat freaking amount. Let's be honest. You can change evasion on items to ES and or armor. What evasion? Remember playing Falling Thunder, stat stacking with Hands of Chayula first season, but when I went back to the stats, they reset my tree. The pillar, this version of the build in 0.1 got heavily nerfed since then. But, you know, they added so many things since then and stuff like that that, you know, apparently you can make it work. You can make it work and you can make it pretty strong. So once again, boys, these are the current numbers that we have are still very underdeveloped. And I mean very. Just wait until we're gonna have like actually endgame rings. So right now I have that's let's just say 2/3 of a ring, and this is not a ring at all. So right now I'm missing freaking like ring and a half or something. Oh. I mean, if it wasn't for this mana region. They're more res. Doubt we can sell it, but oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I got nice gloves, but they have evasion armor, but no energy shield. Then I would definitely recommend you getting energy shield. I would definitely recommend that. If Lori Max resist override the Veil of Night, I mean, the Veil of Night would be, and ironically, build would be overpowered then, like having additional 50% life, which is also damage for us, and ironically, we will be kind of overpowered. We'll be kind of busted, not gonna lie. We'll be like walking around with like 12k or 13k life. And doing freaking, I don't know, 10 million DPS. See, it is pretty tanky. I got the heavy stunt here. The map is freaking dangerous. And we freaking survived. Without major issues. So, got heavy stunt in a pack of 20 monsters. Wonder what's the distance. Oh, it's pretty far. That's kind of cool. Honestly, like on a very high investment, you could just keep on using Shattering Palm and freaking clearing maps like that. I'm dead freaking serious, bro. And just whirling Assault for a single target. Pretty sure that's an option. That doesn't... It's not a bad clear with this ability, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not bad. It's not bad in the slightest. I've seen worse. Just put it this way. It kind of gets blocked on impediments though. Sometimes frustrating. Lightweight? Yep. Keep on forgetting to use Mantra of Distraction at all. This is a powerful damage boost, you know. Keep on forgetting to use that at all at this point. Ooh. This guy can do some damage. Look at that. I mean, this map is kind of stacked with damage mods. I'm gonna lie. They even have increased almond threshold in this map. Oh. I didn't have my on my bingo card. Yeah, with Herald of Ice, this thing could clear, man. This thing could clear for sure. It's actually kind of nice. Kind of feels like Flicker, like Baby Flicker or something. Flicker Strike. Would you join those two run tempo? It will level you up to 90 in one run. I'm already 92, so I'm fine. I like to play, you know, the characters that I do by myself, and just get the good feel of the character, right? Dude, I like this. Like, actually, this is kind of fun. This is kind of good. Nice, good D-level to 90. Yeah, let's go. Let's lose XP, boys. And level up again. 4 clear skin. I mean, tell me that this feels bad, bro. Sorry, but it doesn't. And this is also with one completely dead support, by the way. Because I have Bata Years. And it's only level 19. Could be level 21, so plus 2 to skills. Or even more damage. We'd actually be doing much more damage on this thing. Oh, 92 already, so what's left on gears for you to reach 8-10 HP target? Okay, so let me start from this. So, gloves and stuff like that for the most part are okay. Obviously you can have more. These gloves have accuracy, which is useless, really. Hybrid life here, plus 2 sockets, that'll be a lot of strength. The strength would go from plus 15 to plus 42, so that's huge. That'll be like 200 life by itself. Same thing with boots. The rings are complete freaking... Well, this is okay, but this one, I'll be getting like 500-600 life from that. Then I'm going to get additional life from Black Sun's Crest because it gives me 18% strength. And then we're going to put Alders in here for 50 attributes. That's, again, a lot of life. Then this amulet could have more flattened percent life, so that's a bonus here. 40% quality at the very end game, so another strength and percent strength, so more life again. Higher levels, better jewels on the tree. I have a lot of jewels, a lot of them don't have strength. You can obviously have jewels with 3% strength, that's big. This jewel over here with 4% strength instead of 3, that's big. It's expensive, but it's big. I could figure I could figure out more, to be honest, but that's basically it for now. You know what I mean? That's probably not all, but yes, you can get freaking a lot. to put it lightly. The life skyrockets with the amount of strength you have. So the more strength you get, the more life you get. So it's just like kind of like quadratic scaling this build has. Because every point of strength is going to be making it like much more powerful when it comes to percent damage, and when it comes to flat damage, when it comes to HP too. So, yeah. Alright, we cleansed this zone. Let's go over here, I guess. You didn't optimize the cosmetics yet? Oh, freaking A, man. Alright, let's gear up, boys. Not here, my cosmetics. Start looking like humans. I guess I'm gonna go for the classic. I'm gonna use the same set as always. These wings. Hey, they're looking kind of stylish, not gonna lie. Look at this style, boys. I mean, this one is also kind of cool, but I wish I had something blue to be thematic with cold damage, you know? Oh well. Oh well, I guess. Kind of looking small though, not gonna lie. Kind of looking small. Crack Pipe MTX, the best one. Best MTX that I have. Okay. Joffrey. We tried. Well, we have one more over here. Let's go. So, Bronan, Whirling Assault doesn't need attack speed since it's +1 total attack time, so it's not as efficient. All it needs is a big number in AoE. We don't have a lot of attack speed on this tree. I have a little bit here because, let's be honest, these are good nodes, like overall. And this over here, this attack speed over here, and the freeze build-up and global defenses over here. So there is possibility that in the future I'm going to respec out of that. There is. But for now, it's kind of nice, I think, to have that. But I don't have a lot of attack speed on the tree. I basically have none, almost. Basically almost none. Oh, I got the card by Damn Chains. I really need to get the Talisman for slow resistance. These are, not gonna lie, kind of useless. I don't know I'm using them. But I am. Because I'm talented like that. Damn Chains is freaking painful, dude. It's Damn Chains and the double vision mods. Gee. I mean, attack speed does make Shattering Palm a little bit faster, and not gonna lie, with some experimenting, I am considering using Shattering Palm as a main clearing ability. I'm not gonna lie. We're going to be doing enough damage to freaking wipe screens very quickly with this. We're gonna have enough damage for sure. I'm gonna have much more damage compared to what you see over here later. So there's potential. Dude, this layout is ass. Kind of. Do you think Running Command build will work well with Ritualist? In the late game setup, for sure. Not gonna lie. I don't think we'll be back. The problem kind of is the starting location. You probably have to use split personality. I think that for running Coleman, the starting location of you know, the warrior is very good, and you're definitely not going to be as tanky. But running Coleman is already very tanky. But you're good. I don't know actually. Hulking form is also very powerful in this build. I don't know. I don't think I will be playing on. I don't think I will replace Titan, to be honest. Not 100% sure about that. Oh, the vision. The vision coming in again. Oh, and it's slowing chilled ground. Oh, please let me move, man. I need slow resistance talisman fast. I need it now, dude. I had it on the. Yeah, I think I had it on the Grizzly. I think Grizzly had it. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it now. Do you think endgame version will easily clear Giga Expedition? I think so. I legitimately think so. Especially if, like, later on you're going to start investing into some defense. I think that I'm going to reshape this build defensively a little bit. I think that giving us all of that armor applies to Elemental is probably a waste. So instead of doing armor and armor applies to Elemental, which wastes quite a few suffixes on gear, I'm going to do pure evasion. And actually get like 20k evasion or something like that for 70% avoidance. And with this amount of life and extra resistances from Lore Weave, I think it's going to be very, very good combo. It's going to make it almost unkillable, I think. I think it's going to be good. Expedition loot is way too good. Loot from everything is good now. Frankly. I have been doing breaches like from a stack of lavish womb gifts like that. I get like 20 divines. And you can get something like that in a span of, if you hurry up, in a span of like 30-40 minutes or something. So, hey Karn, check out a Triple Alder's Legacy setup. Triple Alder's Legacy. What am I seeing? Quality 40%. Extra 20% quality also gives 50% increased energy build-up. Fortunately, there is a bug right now, and any quality over 40% goes back to part of the changing zone. Less good than Brutus since it's fire only, but it will give 20% cooldown range for the skill. I don't get it. How does he get quality? I don't get it. How does he do this? You can only have one Alder's Legacy, right? Oh, you can remove it after qualitying to 40. Well, that's probably going to get fixed in the future. Power minion in Expedition that's through over 100,000 effective armor. 100,000 effective armor. It's quite a lot. But it maybe it was elemental damage. Legacy after equality. I mean, it's not going to be useful for us. The quality for us gives us, like, literally nothing. But that's interesting. I had no idea that you can do something like this. That's interesting for sure. And he's right about Brutus. On Brutus, this is big. On Brutus, is actually big. Only works for one-handed. Yeah, on Brutus, this actually is big. I'm gonna lie. It's expensive as freaking hell, but it's big for sure. It's very expensive. How much is Alder's Legacy now? Are you proccing the Brutus balls? On the Ronnie Coleman with Fissures from Hammer and just Ancestral Cry. It's enough hits to proc them all the time. Alright, the slow resistance talisman. Let's get it. On this character? What do you mean on this character? I'm not playing Brutus on this character. I'm playing Pillar of the Cage God, it's in the title, man. Yeah, there it is. Am I hallucinating? I don't know. Did you get your medicine today, Patry? I'm just kidding. Sorry. My apologies. Energy intoxicated. Alright, let's get this. Alright, with this talisman, we're looking good. Good, indeed. Ice explosions, most likely, yes, my friend. Dude, like, does it look like Brutus? It's not an MTX or something. So, ass again. Oh, by the way, I just realized something. I haven't even checked what would be potentially the best runes in here. But I'll tell you one thing. Holy smokes, these are expensive now. I'll tell you one thing. That's definitely still going to be a boost when I'm going to upgrade these. %3 more damage for free. Alright, so we're gonna drop this from here. And I think I still like Embiter here. And we're gonna put in, well, I'm gonna put in something for damage. I could honestly do freeze build-up support here too. Oh, and here we need Cold Mastery. There we go. Always 10% more damage, right? This is not bad also. Elemental Focus, definitely not. Rising Tempest. Molten Shower Balls. It's from Ancestral Cry, damn it. It's from Ancestral Cry, man. They also spawn balls. Everything spawns balls nowadays, man. Bird skills, increased area of effect, support skills, Oh, this also is good on Herald of Ice, by the way. This definitely is better on Herald of Ice. I forgot that this thing existed. Oh, you can't put it in the Herald of Ice. Okay. Well, that sucks. Support attack skills which deal damage in area. This is a freaking attack skill that deals damage in area. The frick? What do you mean? Why? Bro, it literally even says that's Herald. Okay, I get it. You cannot. Okay. That's freaking smart. Why can you get both? Bullshit. Alright. Let's do bada beam, bada boom, Shattering Palm. I'm gonna try with freeze build up. See if this is gonna change something. For now. It's okay, Patrick. Happens to the best of us, my friend. Happens to everybody. Okay, let's break some armor and let's use Ancestral Cry first. We're not breaking any armor. There might be armors on this map. Maybe. Ooh, Greater Seas. Heck yeah, so. Okay, I got some endurance charges. One more, please. There we go. I mean, tell you what. We're clearing. We're clearing for sure. I kind of like it, not gonna lie. With Permanent Ancestral Cry, with Permanent Ancestral, I mean that's actually, you have Permanent Ancestral Call when you have this buff up. That increases the clear on this ability quite a bit, dude. It does, not gonna lie. It would be even better if I had Blink. Holy smokes, with Blink I would clear like a freaking machine on this build, not gonna lie. Blink would be nice. Dude, I like it. I like it big time. Like, imagine quarterstaff skills, bro. Okay, quarterstaff skills on Titan would be so busted because Titan gets so much area. Like, actually. Why can mace skills be like that? Damn it. Blizzard! Fix the freaking game, man! Useless developers. I'm just kidding. It really, with Permanent Ancestral Cry, it really feels nice. You know what I'm also curious about? How this would feel with this if I had freaking Splash on every strike. Every skill that I use is a strike. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna freaking test it out next map. Dude, that's freaking beautiful. What's up, Samo? Clear skin. What's up, man? Did you go to gym today? Please don't freaking tell me another excuse like it's freaking tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, man! There is no freaking tomorrow! Move your ass! You know it, bro. It's freaking doomed, man. We had chest. Alright, man, you know what? Like, it's better than nothing. What about freaking legs, bro? Do you want to be like this freaking guy? This meme that had, like, you know, super big freaking upper chest and stuff like that, and freaking legs literally like fiddlesticks? Come on, man. Don't disrespect leg day like this. It's easy for you to speak whenever I saw you stand up. Bro, if you saw my calves, I was born with like really big legs, and I was generally speaking chubby when I was a kid. And all of this chubbiness on my legs like freaking just turned into muscle. I have freaking huge quads and calves, actually. They're freaking massive. And no, I'm not going to be standing up. Show freaking yours on Discord, how about that? Yeah, I lost the freaking childhood, like freaking kilograms. Extra kilos. Lightweight? 3 divs and rune shape combinations. Today I made a few divs. Now it's hard to beat the mobs and not die. You know, like, I can help you if you want. I'm totally not just going to pick up the loot and just freaking yoink and get out. Nah, I would never do that, man. I would never do this. Alright, you know what, boys? Let's try this. I'm really curious how this is gonna work. Really curious, man. Splash damage on everything, brothers. If necessary, I can just like anoint it or like get Megalomaniac or something. So I don't need to waste 4 points. But I just want to see how this is gonna function. Can you show fast gems to clip? But keep in mind that this is still like a prototype, so this is not going to be like the endgame version. But yes, there is probably improvements here to be made, and by probably I mean for freaking sure. Nasusi, did I hear that right? Yo, Samo, by the way, explain to me what exactly. How exactly Classic League is going to work. What did they just bring you to like Season 1 or Season 2 or Season 3 patch or what? What's going on with this? Karn has a solid 6-pack under that. You know it, baby. My left calf is thicker than my thigh. I have a weird body. Some freaking big freaking calves right there. Ooh. Damn it, man. Big. What's up, Kazuki? Died in hardcore SSF gang. Salute. Sorry, my friend. What level? I don't know if I see a big difference with this splash damage, to be honest. I mean, maybe a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. Hard to say. I like this skill. Bro, why all the quarterstaff skills have such gargantuan area without investing into any area? Can anyone explain that to me? How does it make any sense? Or like, I need to put like 100 area on the tree on freaking warriors to clear like that. It's a freaking quarterstaff. Like, what? What do you mean? Even. That doesn't even make any sense. Quarterstaff should be like single target or something or shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll get bonked next economy reset. I've never played with this skill. That's the first time. Well, generally speaking, that's the first time I'm touching quarterstaff skills. Because I've been freaking addicted from maces all this time. It turns out I freaking made a mistake or what? Mistakes were made, boys. Explode on dodge roll. New freaking new build, boys. New archetype. I dodge roll, they explode. There we go. Never seen before. Saw that first on this stream, remember. We're losing our maze boy? No, we're gonna bring back maces. In like 7 years, boys. It's like the 0.1 for sure copium, for sure is going to bring the swords back to the game. For sure. Which means that we're playing swords for like freaking 5 years, boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. But we're gonna be sword one tricks. And then flails when they're gonna release Templar also. This clear is I don't even have like the chain explosion tech on freaking Herald of Ice though. Why am I clearing like this, bro? It doesn't make any sense. That's freaking unfair, dude. How is this fair, man? Seriously. I invested basically nothing into the passive tree to explode things like that. You know what I'm saying? We're taking Monkey. I was standing over here, dumbass. Freaking weak shit. Off my screen you go. I gave him a clean shot, man. I was standing over here, man. He freaking missed. He's the aim of bot from League of Legends, man. Or even worse than that. Martial arts is busted no matter if they use whirling or not, to be honest. I think that the gloves node is overpowered. You know, it kind of actually pisses me off because look at the gloves node from martial artist and look at the smith armor crafting node in comparison. Just compare these two and tell me this is freaking fair with like straight face. Just tell me. Tell me that both of these abilities ascendancies are freaking fair and close in power. Just tell me. Look me in the face. Look me in the eyes and tell me, man. Look me in the face. That didn't freaking sound good. But just tell me, man. Tell me it's real. The old rune system will be back to... Ooh! Old map, old everything? Holy smokes. Hold on, let me read. List of champs I can send if you want. On Discord, sure. It's season 4, I believe, 60 champs and all items. Holy smokes, man. Dude, like, Samo, like, not gonna lie, man. Like, at the end of the day, you might have been right. Maybe I am going to freaking play this for a little bit. Maybe I will. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, having some attack speed on this palm strike would be nice. Having a little bit more would be nice. Wouldn't feel bad to have. I wait. The range on this ability is crazy, you know? It legitimately feels like baby flicker strike. Kinda busted ability, dude, not gonna lie. It's easy to freeze on this because it converts damage to cold by default. So only 60%, but still good enough. And the explosions convert 100%, so it's pure cold. This ability is freaking crazy, bro, actually. Crazy ability. I'm not gonna lie. Set on the... Yeah. For the most part. I'm definitely going to try it. I mean, this wouldn't be me if I didn't try it out. You, Samo, you didn't play League in Season 4, I'm assuming. You don't know how good runes were. The old runes were so good in Masteries. I think they were much better than this shitty-ass system that we have now. So you actually had a strategy before a counter matchup, before the game started. You could do something to counter someone, or like to have easier time or something. Nowadays you can't really do anything. Oh, the skill is freaking cracked, man. Season 1-4 was peak difficulty though. I remember being level 12, my lane opponent was level 4. It was not made for casuals. Well, I don't know if I agree. In those early seasons, keep in mind that for the most part everyone was still a noob. And, and everyone was like trying to learn the game. So, I don't know if it was harder, it was different. Just put it this way. That's like 15 years ago. How can you remember that? 15? I think more than that. It's freaking forever, long story short. Guys, what do I do to always drop 3 bells? I have Ancestral Cry, and it always drops 1. I mean, not always, but sometimes it drops 1, sometimes it drops more. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You need to target to have targets close to you for the bells to drop on them. Let's see. Doesn't drop on the ground, it's just our clones pick a target and drop them. That makes sense. Yeah, dropping the bells is like freaking so satisfying, by the way. I'm freaking out of enemies, so I can't show you. I'm gonna show you next map. Dropping these bells on the ground, I don't know, there's an oomph to it. You know what I mean? It's pretty fun. Okay, let's get some macaroni. So less recovery, of course, my favorite. My beloved. Less recovery, let's go. I love having no recovery. My favorite. ACS. Bomba Klatiaman. The finest less recovery in Jamaica. Okay, let's charge our abilities first. I'm gonna break someone's armor, right? Okay, 1 endurance charge. 3 endurance charges. Look at this belt drop. Boom, baby! We need more monsters. Hold up. We need more monsters for it to feel satisfying. Boom! Damn it, man. That still wasn't as good as I expected it to be. I don't know, man. Something about dropping the bell on the ground, man. Feels good. I got increased. I got, what is 15 IPD in Pillar of the Cage God and Hardcore SSF? Is that good enough, or should I socket 3 socket outperform that? IPD increased physical damage. But why do you want? Oh, in the Hardcore SSF. So do you have this one? Because the physical damage gives you nothing, right? If you have the Runeforged one, because you're doing pure cold, so it's completely useless. And in my opinion, you're supposed to have the Runeforged one because it's just more damage, basically. It's my recommendation. I got 2 Altar's Legacy and Expedition also. Wow, that's freaking crazy, man. Congrats. I got 2 also in 1 day, so that was also crazy lucky. It's kind of a shame that they picked up in price, because when I was selling them, they're like 200, now they're 250. What can you do? We're probably gonna start farming some expedition this character soon. I'm gonna get like a couple levels though. couple levels. I'm gonna lie, I might need to get that breached a freaking tab. Would be nice. What do you guys think about the video idea for a video? If I just went over like mace skills and quarterstaff skills after we're gonna play with them for long enough and like literally just compare the two. I mean, let's be honest, I do have some experience with mace skills since I made like freaking 30 mace builds. So I already have there's already some things I have to say. And it's quite a bullshit, man, not gonna lie. Solid amount of bullshit. Ooh, level up from a boss. Bossy boo. You know what, for now, for lack of better ideas, I'm literally just going to get like 8 strength, which is 12 strength really, but I'm gonna get that. Oh, there's still a breach in here. Let's get it. I got a checkpoint. Thanks, Jonathan. Now, checkpoints after all are a freaking brilliant idea, man. They were brilliant after all. I didn't believe, but now I'm a believer. The lore I bought for 10 divines, real for about 50 divines to get a growth of 5%, is sold for 450 lol. Plan to use it, but intentional, but the market for a high price. Not gonna lie, these lore weaves, I mean, I don't think they're gonna go up in price, but you know, this build is not gonna be like, this build is going to be really fun and powerful, but it's not gonna be like, you know, freaking game breaking by any means. So I think that the lore weaves like that are not gonna like go up in price too much. At least they shouldn't. I think that lore weave generally is like very powerful. This is exceptionally powerful. Even on like regular Brutus strength stackers, this is pretty powerful. It is. Because you lose armor and you gain what? You get freaking crazy resistances and you gain a lot of additional flat damage. So even on the Brutus, this is powerful. Quality is good too. Quality is cooldown on balls. So, you know, having more balls, that's certainly pretty good, you know? I don't think you can argue with that. Let's be honest. Can you argue with this? You can't. Alright, let's go next. Let's get the experience, boys. Seepage. Most of my build showcases were in this map, like, you know, in like 0.1, 0.2 for some reason. After that, I kind of started hating this map. I don't know why. 1C. Slash recovery? Oh, someone was doing damage to me, I don't know. Oh, it is last recovery. Yeah. Of course. Of course, kind sir. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised someone bought it. So I bought another one which is 99 div cost that includes ice shatter effects. Ooh, that's a nice one. Like inbuilt Poltercon for free. Ooh. I think I I bought the overpriced one. I mean, it is really good. All 4 stats are great. The maximum res, obviously, you know, this one, this Fizz plus Chaos, as damage as extra Chaos, and Con Ground while stationary. All of them are actually great. But I freaking bought it for 300 divs. I don't know if I didn't overpay. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did, because all 4 of them are good. But it's definitely... You don't need something like that. Let me just put it this way. You don't need something like this. Can't teleport to these guys? Really? I don't know if this splash damage adds a lot of extra value. I might respec out of it later. You know, this explosion from this is so massive that I might, generally speaking, like get rid of some of the area to begin with. Not gonna lie, I don't think we need more than this. It's probably already an overkill. Okay, let's get out of here. I really don't like this layout. If you only get 3, the max res, I think, is on all of them. That might be true. But still, this one is very good. Hold on, I need to drink some water. So hot in here. Oh. So hot. Oh, out of tablets. Speed's going pretty well. Ooh, 3 additional rare monsters. This is potentially a money maker, isn't it? Yep. Probably sellable for 3 divs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use it myself, man. I know it's kind of a waste, but like, what is 3 divs? More rare monsters. We're probably not gonna lose by doing that. Let's go. This map is dangerous. You know what node would be freaking crazy? If we had this. It's like, we have this up almost all the time, and having just like straight up 30% increased area. It's freaking crazy, man. Actually, I might invest into this entire cluster and get rid of this and get rid of this. I think that's still gonna be more here. I mean, these small nodes are only 4%. I don't know, man. The notable is very good. The notable is very, very good. Oh. Imagine if Leap Slam from Mace skills was that fast. I tell you right now, I think that eventually in this game they're gonna rework Mace skills, and for many abilities they're gonna get rid of this freaking like attack time that is fixed, or at the very least they're gonna reduce it. Because they're gonna add swords to the game, they're gonna add axes to the game, they're gonna add flails to the game, which are also going to be relatively fast. And like, let me tell you, like, the freaking the play rate of Mace is gonna drop to like freaking 0.2% or something like that, and they're gonna be like, think we need to do something about Maces, maybe. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen, I'm telling you. Bro, where are the monsters in this breach? It's freaking empty, bro. Where are the enemies? Yeah, we have some here. Was calculating in my mind, my head, how much evasion we would be able to get compared to armor on this build. Not gonna lie, I think I'll be switching to evasion, pure evasion later on. Especially that I have a good mage butt for evasion at the same time. Not going to lie, I think that's gonna be mandatory, boys. Yeah, like having like 20k evasion, which we can get very, very easily. Just like investing, I don't know, like 5 passive points into the tree and some jewels. I think it'll be pretty nice. Using Fes's Soul Core in my build to instantly get back Ancestral Cry with a mark. That possibility in your build? Quipotapl. Where explosion is first maximum glory when your marks activate. Yeah. Yeah. You could be using Freezing Mark with like Hand of Chayula, and you'll be getting instantly. But you would still need to generate endurance charges, so you know it's going to slightly increase the uptime of Ancestral Cry, but for the most part I have it up almost all the time, so you could use that if you want. I think it should work. But of course you need to be using Mark. Quipolatls. Freaking A, man, these guys had some freaking tongue-breaking names, man. Holy smokes, man. They couldn't just like do something easier, come up with something human. These names sound like freaking names of dragons from D&D, man. Like freaking Translaxia or freaking something. Some of these names are hilarious. No, there was a name of a dragon. I think in Baldur's Gate 2 or something. Thasalaxia. But like, it was so hard to freaking. I was reading this name and like, okay, man. Freaking, I read the name and then I had a seizure. Same with these Vol guys. I mean, at least that Siri is easy to pronounce. Freaking that Siri. How could other names not be like that? Doriani is pretty easy too. You know what I'm saying? And then we have freaking Kwapi Papa Papu or freaking Bada 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 Papu. Freaking some guys. Like, I don't know, man. Their thing, The Witcher. Lovely Slavic words, easy and nice. True. Slavic is so easy, man. And then there is a reason why Polish is considered to be like one of the hardest languages to learn. Absolutely tongue breaking. Like you guys in front of your PCs, try to pronounce Szczebrzeszyn. Go for it, boys. I dare you. Or try to say Kaloryfer. Go for it, fellas. Good luck. Salute 07. I said them both perfectly? Yeah. Alright. Good for you, man. Most people won't. Said them perfectly. Of course, guys. Like, of course. Are you 1994? 1992? The demon in my room said, what? That's a good one. It's like, could you repeat, please? Sir? Sir, what the hell did I just hear? 1996? Ah, you're just a kid, man. Get off my screen, kids. Uh-oh. Okay, the fact that we lived through that is actually kind of impressive. This is a map with Onslaught, extra Chaos, extra Fire, and less recovery on top of that. And we lived through that. That's actually kind of impressive, man. Not gonna lie. Less recovery from all these mods is the worst. Karn, do you have any idea what my age is? 15? I'm just kidding. I'm going to guess you're probably similar age to mine. More to invest skills, support gems for elemental penetration, like monsters have a ton of elemental protection. I think the best way to solve penetration on builds is from jewels, or like efficient passive skills on the tree. Like, you know, 3 points plus a little bit into jewels and boom. And of course there's another way, which is Rakatas, which is the best. Because Rakatas, you just put it in and you don't care. Even better, the more resistance enemy have, the more damage you get, so. 28, ooh. Also youngster. Young boy, we have freaking young audience in the chat. Look at that, boys. Only kids here. Do we have like, do we have any adults? Adults, please raise your hands. $42. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, someone with some freaking hair on their chest. Finally, with some grown freaking hair, man. That's what I'm talking about, boys. 46, good. Oh, you're actually from, you're like the year 79, 1979. Oh, damn. You're about to collapse, buddy. You're about to collapse, buddy. So old, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Just a joke. Every age is good, boys. The young, the older. He's 4 years older. Yeah, they're just freaking kids to me, man. You know what they say, we are all kids, aren't we? We all have parents. It's something you cannot escape, boys. We all have parents indeed. So we're all kids in a way. Coffin is already standing in the hallway. Yeah, you have your epitaph prepared. What you gonna write in there? Time Lord just dropped against darkness with max chaos res and percent strength. Ooh, how much for that, my friend? How much monies? How many dollars are you gonna get for this? Yeah, like, do I need to send an invitation? Drop the freaking damn loot, boy. I could really like decrease the delay on some of those bosses dropping loot, man. Why did it drop as something expensive? Really? That's worth something? I'm like since 0.1, I literally chanced like 500 of these freaking belts, man, and I still got nothing. Still nothing, boys. One day, man, I'm telling you, we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be happy again. Ooh, I don't have alchemy orbs. Unthinkable. Okay, give me some. Remember, guys, how much work we had to do in 0.3 for a single map? 6 mod, then preferably get a 7 mod. Now, before that, you had to anoint them with oils. Then you had to add Abyss mod. Go freaking here, get the Abyss. And then you could run a map, I think. Let's try to do this, man. Well, that might be actually kind of dangerous. But, you know, let's give it a test. Let's give it a try. Okay, we're gonna have some monsters here. Okay, I'm on the railways now. Might get run over soon, boys. It's only 9 divs since the strength is low roll. That sucks, man. Hey, 9 divs. Take those, right? Not gonna complain about this. Okay, we got to the boss very quickly. Okay, not gonna lie, he died faster than I expected. Died pretty fast. Haven't seen a single train yet. Oh. You sneaky little fella. Build guide release on this character soon. Tomorrow there's gonna be a first video. First I need to test. I'm going to replace the gear, test the pure evasion version. You know, have a look how it feels. But that's probably going to be off stream. And then I'm going to make it the first video, right? And on top of that I'm going to experiment with some different support gems also. Support gem setups. See if I can get some improvements. Maybe some passive tree redesign. We'll see. There are some things we can do. I think that investing into too much area on this build is a mistake, because you already get very good clear, better than most characters, not gonna lie, and faster than most characters. So perhaps over investing into area is going to be a mistake. You could, in many skills, just use magnified area 45%. Since most of these abilities don't have like really good supports, like at slot 5. So that's one way to fix the area, right? And there we go. So there are some things to improve for sure. Oh, crap. Mortis. I wonder if someone made a build that can try to like match the speed of this train and actually outrun it. Is there anything like that on YouTube? Yeah, bro, a guy that's gonna make a build like that is gonna be a freaking hero. Cats would like will like freaking bow before him, like meow. Cats will bow in his presence. Not gonna lie, we could think about like farming the juiced version of these breaches with like 3 rare monsters and in city zones for like quad tablets, you know what I mean? We might try that like tomorrow. Definitely will. How do you have so much life? Strength stacking, Connor. Strength stacking. So we're gaining also life. Life gives us flat damage on this build, so Strength gives us percent damage, and life gives us flat damage. So like all of these things combined, right, synergize with each other. So I feel like I 1,000, 1,100 strength right now. So yeah, and these by the way some baby numbers. I'm going to have like at least 8,000 later. So I assembled the build yesterday, literally. So I'm still leveling and stuff. So yeah. Write on the build theory crafting yet? No, not yet. Tomorrow, boys. Tomorrow. I'm going to write it down actually today off stream. How about that? I will. So at this point, more or less, I know what's going on. So, yeah, I will. Well, screw it, man. I'm just gonna sell it for 3, whatever. Just get out. I could just like keep it, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah, this one's gonna be pretty cool, and the recovery is gonna be crazy because we have this node on the Ritualist over here that gives you 10% life recovery rate per 5% missing unreserved life. Which means that at 50% health, that's still gonna be like 4k for us, which is freaking, that's more than most builds. We're gonna have 100%, well, 110% increased life recovery rate. This is life recovery rate, not regeneration. This actually is way stronger because life recovery rate is a multiplier, works on every single way that recovers life. So it works on regeneration, it works on leech, it works on recoup, it works on flasks, on everything. Every way that you recover life, it's just a multiplier, a boost. This is really, really strong, actually. Very strong. My boss drops a unique item, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Pretty strong. The lower we get, the like more regeneration we're gonna get, like more powerful the regeneration is gonna be. And we're gonna have a lot of regeneration. It's not hard to get like, I don't know, some regen in this game. And on top of that, later for a defensive layer, we're gonna have evasion. So right now I'm sitting at some armor, but I think I'm gonna switch to evasion later. It's gonna be better. Evasion with very high HP or energy shield pool works really, really well. So you don't need to be worried. You don't need to worry about one shots like ever. So so even if you're not gonna avoid like a one shot, you still live. And most hits you're gonna avoid. Pok tak ta. Yeah, freaking ride on your bike, boy. Off my screen and go. Oh, I got heavy stunned. You know, this ability would be so broken if this Shattering Palm was a true teleport. It's like you could teleport, like, you know, you could teleport to the monster like through obstacles and stuff like that. This makes it a little bit clunky. Just a little bit. Maybe it would be less clunky if I had more attack speed or something. I don't know. But it does make it a little bit clunky because of that. But maybe I'm just complaining, you know, out of my ass. It's possible. I should be using this buff more often. It's actually really freaking powerful. How much do you get per stack, by the way? %7 per stack? I need to freaking start using that, I'm telling you right now. I'm kinda not. That's why this Citadel boss with 6 million HP like popped kinda, because I used it actually this time. A lightweight. Alright, we got one more breach somewhere. Density on these breaches could be like a little bit bigger. I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like these abilities like clear so fast that it feels like there's no monsters. This was nice. This was like that in 0.1, 0.2 with those builds that had like chain reaction, you know, Herald. I mean, it's still in the game, right? But this will pretty much explode the entire screen and screen beyond that, and it will feel like there's freaking no monsters on the map like ever. But also I have to admit that since then GG nerfed the density in maps. I think I don't think we have as many monsters as we used to have, which is kinda a shame. Kinda a shame, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we have the best layout in the game, or one of them. Bluff map, my beautiful. Oh. Heavy stunge. Wonder if it would be like a good idea to actually replace this with this by any freaking chance. I mean, this is kind of useful, but it only works against rare monsters, right? But this, I mean, I don't know. The skill is kind of mean, not gonna lie. This is what I call like a role-playing skills. You just like wait 7 days before you're gonna get like a useful buff, and then you just have this buff for like 3 minutes. Alright, dude. Thanks. Whatever, buddy. Cannot store any more hive blood. I don't know how I saw that message right here. Like normally I never look at that, and this time I saw it. Bro, what the heck? Must be a sign. Time to go birthing. Yep. Time to breed those. Freaking, that sounds great, right? Good shit, GG. Coming up with these names, by the way. Brilliant. Ooh! +7, or however much this is. Ooh! That's what I'm talking about, man. Freaking GG, I don't know. Womb gifts, birthing them on a tree, and stuff like that. Blizzard, you guys are sick. You're freaking sick, man. I don't know what you're watching. Some freaking alien freaking movies or something like that. I don't know if someone is like a big fan in the office, but this is not it, man. I don't think this is it. I'm gonna lie, start like having like freezing mark or something against bosses would also be a pretty good idea. That'll be a damage boost. And currently I'm not using any, so. What's up, Noah? This build is going well. It's going pretty well. Like very well, actually. We can push this very, very far. It's already doing. It's good. It's very comfy to play. Good clear, pretty fast. Good damage, good enough damage for sure. Good tankiness. We're not dying, even if we get heavy stunned. Because I'm gonna fat finger my dodge roll or something, and keep on sprinting into monsters. Definitely tankier than most builds right now, and it's gonna get even better. So yeah. Tomorrow is gonna be video, and today after the stream I'm gonna start writing the. Okay, that's plus 7 divs again. I'm going to start writing mobalytics. Biomago, Maniac, Titanic, Cold Coat, Stupefy, 10 Divines. That's a pretty good deal. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know what Stupefy is, but Cold Coat, not bad. Do you think Gemlink would pair well with this build? You almost can't make a build that Gemling is not going to like pair well with. That's that's how freaking balanced this ascendancy is. And this one is not an exception, for sure. On Gemling, additionally, you can allocate if you want to this node that gives you 20% less strength, but doubles the initial effects. So on Gemling you can get some astronomical amount of life on this build, over 10,000. You're gonna have, I don't know if that's going to increase your damage because that's straight up minus 20% strength, so you're gonna lose 20% damage from that. I think it will be similar damage after this. So you're just gonna get like Giga life, right? Days on hit, 30% increased damage, days enemy. That's decent. On this build, not the best because increases to our damage give us basically nothing, because right now I'm sitting at like 1300% increased damage or something like that. So you know, additional 30% is gonna be like quite minuscule number. Is it hardcore viable? Nah, I wouldn't start something like that in hardcore or SSF. Probably not. I mean, nah, there are better builds for hardcore. Depending on what your goal in hardcore is, right? Do you want to just simply not die? Or do you want to have very good damage and clear overall powerful character and like preferably not die? I mean, obviously in hardcore you don't want to die ever, but you know, there's still different type of characters for hardcore. There are tankier ones and there are like a little bit less tanky ones. So if you want to make like a character for hardcore, I would recommend Smith, obviously, or like a armor stacking Titan or something like that. That's gonna be, you're not gonna die with this. Very unlikely. Set myself up for it. It's gonna be tough in hardcore. Definitely not the tankiest build I made, but it's going to increase its tankiness. The tankiness is going to keep on increasing. But, yeah. You can definitely make something tankier. Like, well-built Smith of Kitava is basically invincible. It's incredibly hard to, like, do any damage to him. So, you know what I mean. I guess you could kinda play this character on Smith because Smith has a 20% increased strength on body armors. I mean, that wouldn't be like, you know, necessarily like a horrible idea. Wouldn't be necessarily horrible. Alright boys, it's time to exchange all of these. Mageblood needs a nerf. They just put it in the game, man. They just put it in the game. Let us have some fun. What are you, freaking Jonathan's alt account? Kamek? Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, that is a lot of womb gifts. Time to breed, boys. It's time to breed. Okay, I'm probably not gonna have enough blood anyway, so I mean that's enough. Time to breed. I think that Mageblood is very strong, but for how rare it is, there should be chase items in this game. Do you think that necessarily that Mageblood like super hard outperforms Headhunter? I don't know. Okay, finally we got some tinks. That was a long streak of no tinks, man. I gotta be honest with you. Holy smokes, this freaking this light over here. Let's pick it up, boys. Kicked for performing too many actions too fast. If I lost my expensive ass freaking catalyst, okay, you're freaking lucky, man. You lucky. Fine, I'm gonna click slower. Will be too difficult, GG, if you could just like get those in your inventory instead of on the, I mean, whatever. Don't seem, I spent all of 0.105 as a Titan playing Gemling Shul this league, which was also really tanky and clapping everything, but the Uber Juice expedition killed him. Been dabbling with Ice Shot, but it doesn't really seem enough damage. Honestly, Garukans for Gatos are hard to come by on a hardcore trade. Oh, so you're asking about like super late game build, something like that, that is going to be capable of like tanking everything and doing all the content. like a giga tank. I mean, I would recommend my my Hulk Smash build from 0.3. This guy is not gonna die. It's extremely unlikely. And you know, it's a Leap Slam Bone Shatter build with Shield Wall for single target, so you know the clear and the single target damage is not like freaking insane, but it clears maps and it kills bosses quickly. So it had like 4 or 5 million Shield Wall damage per Shield Wall, right? So it was like decent. And I think that was without Garukans. With Garukans, obviously it would double. So yeah. All right, what do we got here? See how many profits we got from those. We didn't get a lot of things though from that bunch. Okay, these guys have 11. These are almost worthless. I had to get like this breach tab and all these tabs, by the way. I think I'll have to do it eventually. Okay, this one is money. This one is... ooh. This one is 13 divines. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Flesh is going to be nowhere near as much. I wonder if I could be selling them for Chaos Orbs. I guess I could, but... go. A lot of people are saying the only thing that can tank Expedition is Headhunter because it ramps with the content. there is something to it. Albeit I haven't seen like anything that killed my bear yet in there. I was able to tank everything, but we didn't do Expedition for that long, right? We did Expedition for, what? For how long were we doing this? Like 2 days? And nothing killed us, but that doesn't mean that something wouldn't kill us eventually, right? Gonna put it this way. I don't think these are worth any... oh, never mind. Okay, Reaver Catalyst. We have 10 of them. Ooh la la. See, just from farming Breach like that, literally just like chilling, farming Breach like this, you get how much did we get here? Like what? 25 divines in 2 hours? About that much. This is all from today, right? And on top of that, like 2 fracturing orbs and divines, and We like literally, this is like literally slap freaking alchemy orb on the tablet and just run maps. That's it. This is like 25 divines per hour. It's crazy, man. It's actually pretty crazy. Oh, this one is expensive too. What is this? It's speed modifiers. I have too many exalts. Time to liquidate. $700 already. Frick me, dude. Like, come on, man. I mean, okay, that's enough. It's enough for now. It's up, Brinjar. Glad you got the build going well. It's good. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm surprised that you can make something like this work so well. To be honest, I didn't think that the pillar is going to be like, you know, viable. And this is like still like we're not necessarily super powerful yet. We're gonna get stronger. We're gonna get stronger still. Is there another stat menu where I could see all the stats? I guess I can give you POB real fast. I'm just gonna make one. Just gonna make one. Oh, give me a second. Ronnie Swolman. Hope you guys appreciate the great name. Weapon doesn't show here, but you know what the weapon is, so that's fine. Save 0.5 swole. There we go. Swole, boys. Rune Forging Pillar have different outcomes. I think you can upgrade it twice. Once it gets a little bit additional physical damage, and second upgrade it just transforms to cold, and I think that the second one is better because it's just more damage, right? Try momentum on this kill. Maybe could be decent. Maybe could be decent. I'm not gonna lie. That could be maybe decent. Like a decent support. Not gonna lie. Probably instead of, I don't know. Oh, it's hard to say. This I need to generate endurance charges for Ancestral Cry, so I can't replace that. This is also very good. This is good. I have to think about it, to be honest. Talking about your character, I'm talking about stats in game or any character that I play. I press C, I can see some stuff, but not everything in there. But what exactly are you missing? Because there's a lot of stats here, like recovery, like rage, stuff like that, blah 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 blah. The other option is to import your character into Path of Building, and here you have in calculation you have everything literally to the point. I don't think anything is missing from here, so that's one option you can go for sure. And that's an option. Boom! It's drop of a bell, baby. Oh, we have some wispy boys in here. Do, 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 do. Well, my crit chance and crit damage bonus, I would like to see how much crit I have in this game. If I can get to 100% crit chance every hit, it's going to be a crit. Or you can't get to 100% crits. Oh, you absolutely can. Yes, you can. And the crit chance you're going to see over here. Here, that your crit chance is going to show, and critical damage over there. See, main hit critical hit chance 12.2%. You mostly can see every single stat in game, even without POB. There's some small exceptions, but almost everything is there. Could this build work on martial artist? Absolutely. Admittedly, on martial artist, I think you'll be still doing more damage compared to this. But I just picked Ritualist because, you know, Ritualist can get some crazy amount of stats from rings, so. And the Ritualist is most likely going to be tankier, also. Because she has the crazy recovery node. But I think a martial art is going to have more damage, like, almost undoubtedly. You could argue that martial artist would be better, even. Ooh, that was a big hit from something. Not breaking armor on this map. They might be armored. Yeah, they are. So it's hard to generate charges. Have you fixed cold damage? Did some changes. I just sent POB. I can send it one more time. Just send POB. You can see like the current character, but it's going to keep on getting improved. But I made some huge improvements since yesterday, so. We are killing bosses very quickly. We are very tanky. We are clearing pretty fast. It's already actually like, you know, it starts to look good. For day 2 of the character, it starts to look good. How much damage they're gonna do? Eh. Bada-beep, bada-beep-bop-boom. It's a freaking funny song. Bada-beep-bop-boom, bada-beep-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, whoops. Okay, where do we have more fracturing orbs? I guess we could travel here to try to get the big boy. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do this. I haven't found a single, and I run like probably 50 of these citadels. I haven't found a single like expensive support gem from these things that you need to like, you know, unlock, you know. Not a single one this late. And I am using Jado and stuff. So maybe this one, boys, Copium. Maybe this is the time. But I got adorned first try. I was like day 2, I freaking sold it for 75 divines. But, well, I was freaking lucky, I will say. I will say that was pretty damn lucky. I can't argue with that. Oh, it's so good to be immune to mana siphoners, man. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I really like about this skill is that you can like literally tap it and then cancel with space. With a dodge roll. It actually makes it feel very smooth. And usually one tap is enough to like kill most monsters, so. Rakata's flow yesterday, let's go. Now where's mine? Where is mine, dude? Channel your freaking RNG, boys. Just for like a couple minutes, please. Shattering Palm doesn't work as well if you don't have Ancestral Cry. But when you do, on the other hand, it's a completely different story. How does life contribute to damage? We were using Lore Weave, the body armor, and one of the modifiers gives us 5% of our maximum life added as physical damage. Works exceptionally well with Pillar of the Cage God, which doesn't have a lot of damage, obviously, flood damage. So by stacking strength and life, we're getting both percent damage, flood damage, and tankiness. Which will scale really, really, really freaking hard, by the way, on higher investment, right? Very, very high. It's actually going to be... I think like this build is going to like absolutely freaking annihilating 200% deli and everything really, right? I could be doing 200% deli right now easily, also. Just without Herald of Ice explosions, obviously. Funny about hollow form rolling is that you click the channel and dodge roll, the boys will keep rolling. That's true. Another busted thing. Like, I have to say, like, last time I played quarterstaff skills was in 0.1 when I was basically doing similar build, by the way, also pillar. And since then I only played maces pretty much. And freaking A, man, like quarterstaffs are freaking good, bro. They feel good. Show the armor? Yes. Perfect timing because I'm getting thirsty. Are you gonna use the bursting ring for another 3%? You could for shitload of damage, but you're gonna degenerate a lot. So you need to mitigate, you would have to mitigate that with like a lot of regeneration on the gear. You would need to get a lot of percent regen. Keep in mind that this degeneration on Ritualist is going to get even stronger. Because Ritualist is going to make your rings stronger, right? Your affixes. Like be a lady, boys. Like be a lady. Ooh, what a jump scare. Here. Ooh, 3 greater seas. Heck yes. I love 3 greater seas, man. This reward. It's a good freaking reward. Lightweight? Would the degen become higher or lower from the ritualist nodes? Higher. It would be worse. Would be even worse. I don't think I would recommend getting that ring, to be honest. Because sure, you're getting a lot of physical damage, but then you're losing a ring slot on which you could have like some crazy amount of flat damage, strength, and stuff like that. So I don't think at the end of the day, unless you're planning to redesign the build and use a different chest, which could be interesting, then I guess yeah, sure. But there are potential options that will be very interesting. Like on the chest, you can have like up to like 25% increased maximum life with medvets, like you know this soul core thing. So could be some like great armor pieces, right? Also, you could have. Is it good for a league starter, this build? I don't know. Not necessarily. Surely there are better ones. So let me put it this way. Surely. Damn, I'm so thirsty all the time. Is that as hot for you too, boys? Energy shield to life, kinda pointless to have a life stacker martial artist with this stone face gloves. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Only life into energy shield. The other way around is not gonna happen. I don't think there is a single modifier that will give you that in the game. I'm not sure. I haven't transformed already, dude. The transformation itself is gonna last for 7 freaking days. I think that's the longest. What do you guys think? This animation is longer, or the cutscene from Arbiter of Divinity? I think this is it. I think this is the longest one in the game. I could literally just freaking wipe my ass, come back, and this guy would still be freaking, you know, cosplaying like an actor or something. Ooh, there we go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. The first this league. Lightweight. Ooh, damn. That's what I'm talking about, boys. How expensive is that nowadays? Oh. 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 Ooh. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Now that's gonna fund my rings, for sure. That's gonna fund the rings. We got two, but we got this one. Has anyone ever found like two Rakiatas at the same time? Because they can drop 2 gems, right? 2 supports. Sexy. That's what there is another one over here. Let's freaking do it. Not found anything over 20 divs, so nope. Fair enough. Feel your pain, man. Oh, fell on my ass. Are you into sell, by the way? Will grow in price, probably. Over time, but the value of Divine is also going to diminish. So, I guess there's like no reason not to get rid of it. You know, if we're trying to like, you know, cosplay like, you know, the marketplace like salesman or something like that, like play the market, then on paper you're right, like maybe it would be better to like, you know, keep it or something, but you know, I'm gonna happily take my 150 divs, man, and just, you know, move on. I'm gonna move on with my life after that. I gotta be honest with you. That went down recently even. It's always hard to tell what's gonna happen in the market. That's true also. Some things go up, some things go down. Then all of a sudden there is a patch, like, you know, the patch 0.5.4, where the price of Aldor's Legacy dropped for like from like 500 divines to 200 divines, like literally overnight, because everyone started finding more of them. So you know how it is, right? I see something, I find something, I just freaking sell it. You could argue that I made a mistake by selling Adorned at the start of the league for 75 divines, like day 2. That was probably a mistake. But at least like that funded my items, right? At that point. So I use charge staff for once also. So I basically never use it. Found an LA quarterstaff on the floor that price checked for 225 divs as it is without runes. Damn. Yeah, these quarterstaffs are super expensive. And I think that the martial artist was the most popular class this league, for a good freaking reason. I mean, keep on releasing classes like that, GG. Gigantically overpowered, and yeah. You know, I know I said it before, but I think it's a problem, where I legitimately feel like 2 ascendancy points from martial artists, so these gloves that convert some crazy mods, crazy powerful mods, is basically as powerful as like the entire freaking layer of like armor crafting for Smith. This entire thing. They're probably similar in power, unironically. But martial artist sacrifices glove slot for that, and Smith sacrifices body armor. I think it's easy to say that's more powerful, right? So, I don't know, man. It's gonna get nerfed for sure. To begin with. Now that I think about it, like, martial artists could also build this character in a different way. Kinda. Like, there is a modifier on gloves that gives you 5% of your maximum mana as added lightning damage. You could build like a hybrid with mana and life and stack strength and int at the same time. This could be kind of interesting too. You will get crazy area with this. Area of effect, like absolutely insane. How much increased attack speed do you have from Pillar of the Cage God? How much attack speed from this? Nothing. I didn't put runes. I gotta be honest. I didn't think yet what would be like the best in slot runes. So I just slapped some cold damage and well, this one is probably Biz. 5% damage is extra damage of all elements is probably Biz. Let's be honest. Not probably. This is definitely Biz. But after that, I'm not sure, man. Honestly. Even plus 80 life could be a contender. Unironically. Plus 80 life could be an option. Because we do get damage based on how much life we have. So it could be an option, unironically. Oh, Sun Temple. Save me from this, guys. From this pleasure. Enough already, man. Too much pleasure for me. Okay, is the entrance here? No. The rune that does more flat cold versus chilled would be good. Possibly. So you chill pretty much everyone first hit, so possibly. Not a bad suggestion at all. Not too shabby, my friend. Not too shabby indeed. I like this character, man, I'm not gonna lie. We're playing this for like a week at least, boys. Maybe more. I'm maxing this one out. Since I'm probably not gonna touch quarterstaffs for a very long time after that. Since in 1.0 we're gonna have swords. Opium. So yeah. I would kind of love to max this one out. Can craft some crazy 5-stat jewels and stuff. Crazy rings. Are swords confirmed? I'll be honest, I think it's extremely unlikely that they're not gonna give us like a martial weapon type in 1.0. I'll be honest, I think they might give us more than one, even. Maybe more than one. Because they said themselves that 1.0 is going to be a patch that's even bigger than 0.5, so you can freaking imagine how big this freaking bastard's gonna be. Bigger than my ass. So, yep. Haunted by Cunning Fox. Why swords? Maybe axes then? I mean, regardless. If they're gonna add swords, axes, or flails, I'm probably gonna be playing them whole league. All three of those weapon types I freaking love. So, we're gonna be playing them. Ooh, level up. Let's just get plus 8 strength for now. Okay, we hit 1100. Not gonna lie, a huge boost to strength is just going to be allocating the Aldur's Grey Make in the helmet. Because that will allow me to like drop a lot of these passive points from intelligence, dexterity to pure strength. So the Grey Make in here is going to be like, I think, way above 100 strength, actually. In total. Definitely above 100. 100, maybe like 10 or 20. And maybe access, who knows? You're right. Just freaking give us like any martial weapon, man. I don't freaking care what it is. Talismans, okay, they're like a martial weapon, but they didn't really feel like a martial weapon, you know what I mean? I never liked shapeshifters in Diablo 2 anyway. They didn't have the same feel, you know? So we basically didn't get a martial weapon since what? Spears, I don't freaking count. It's not a martial weapon, it's a freaking throwing weapon. I don't care what you say. Ooh, another Rakatas, let's go. Yeah, freaking Rakatas, my dreams. Bro, if we got 2 back-to-back, I'm going to stop streaming. Don't freaking clip that. It's not gonna happen though, come on. There we go. There we go. I told you guys we're gonna get 9k life on this character. You didn't believe in me. Damn it. Didn't believe in your streamer. I feel like the monster density is really big on this map. I don't know why. There's a lot of these bastards everywhere. Maybe these like special like islands do have higher density. I don't know. Maybe they do. Lightweight. Okay, buddy. What's up, buddy? I really need to start using this. Is such an overpowered buff, and I never freaking use it. Bro, my tooltip with this is 140,000 Whirling Assault. That's a lot, honestly. With these supports. Oh, got a heavy belt chance. If it's not gonna be Rakatas, now this is gonna be Mage, but Koku. Take this and a little bit of this. It's nice that we can shock people all the time with that extra lightning damage that we have. Super, super handy. Does boost the damage quite a bit. Very nice. Come on, Manoki. Are you going to be the chosen one? To have Rakatas in your pockets? Let's find out. It's kind of cool with this setup is that you can like keep on using your Whirling Assault to like keep on charging Ancestral Cry. So you can always have it against any boss. Like always basically. It's kinda cool. Okay, you know what? At least I can still keep on streaming. We can keep on streaming, boys. That's a win in my book. That's a win in my book. Alright. And I am going to call it a day for today. So thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, the stream is going to be pretty much the same time as today. Might be slightly later because I have something to do. But tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys the mobalytics because I'm ready to show you the mobalytics, and tomorrow's going to be the video on this character. So the POB is going to be there, the mobalytics is going to be there, everything that you need is going to be there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thank you for support. God bless, my friend, and we're going to see each other tomorrow. Take care.